You know, talking about plants, you brought along some examples of some of the plant material that you might use in that plan. Why don't we start with this one and tell us what we're looking at here and where you'd use that.
Well, this is a sun lover. This is Loropetalum. It is a plant that will grow 4 to 5 feet in height and 4 to 5 feet in spread. Has a nice, beautiful flower. I don't know if you can get a close-up of that, but there's a beautiful purplish flower on there. It is a plant that you really want to allow it to grow as loose and as freely. It really doesn't require any real maintenance from a pruning standpoint.
Great.
Well, that's beautiful plant. Loves the sun and would do great in that site that we saw earlier.
Okay, and that kind of size, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide. That's good.
And it can get a little larger. I've seen it a little larger in some locations when it's real happy.
Now, you've got one over here, much lighter color and lighter texture, too.
Yes, this is Spirea, Little Princess Spirea, and it also flowers, nice purple flower, and it's a low-growing plant, 3 by 3 in that range, loves the sun. Both of these plants, by the way, and I know a lot of our listeners and viewers out there tonight have trouble with deer, and these are two plants that, for the most part, the deer do not eat on consistently.
Oh, fantastic.
So if the deer are hungry enough, they'll eat anything, but we have found these to be pretty reliable plants.
That's good. Now, both of these plants, would you use them as a specimen plant, or would you use them in clusters as more of a ground cover?
Well, I think, you know, this, the Spirea definitely is a nice cluster and can act as a ground cover if you consider, you know, 3.5 feet tall. The Loropetalum there can actually, with that height, 5, 6 feet, it could actually act as a low screen or even a hedge, but it also can sit by itself and be a beautiful plant. Okay.
Now, we've got a couple plants down in front of us here. What's this one on this side?
That's a needlepoint holly, and it's a frequently used plant in the Richmond area. It can be used as a screen. It can be used as an anchor plant on the end. It develops red berries. As you can see, it has nice glossy green foliage. And it's a plant that even can be used as a foundation plant where you have lots of brick showing and you want to kind of soften up an area.
What kind of height?
That can get 6, 8 feet tall and can get that same width.
Okay.
It's amazing how these small plants get so big, and so it's really important to make sure you understand the growth of the plant and the future growth of the plant.
You mentioned tree-form bayberry.
Yes, sir.
In the video, and here we've got a bayberry, and it looked like it was beginning tree form.
Beginning to be.
Yeah, talk a little bit about bayberry.
Bayberry is one of the better plants in this area that is used for screening. It can also be used as a small ornamental evergreen tree. It can, you know, have some damage during the winter months. We've seen a lot of that over this past winter. You've seen a lot of dieback. It is a pretty fast-growing plant, and it does rebound pretty well as well. If it's died back some this year and the stems are still green, more than likely it's going to come back and be a nice plant for you.